So welcome guys, welcome back to the vlog. We're here at the Malibu Alliance new headquarters, but today we're gonna talk about how this car is to daily drive. The last video I finally went over that we got the bushings figured out. So yesterday he drove this car. How'd you like it?
It was sick.
Daniel, I miss this guy. I haven't seen him in so long. For now, let's go around. So we have a Gallardo. This one's local, pretty local here in like the Westlake area. We got two SVs, both roadsters. And then since we're here, we're gonna check out this sick ass A12. I have no idea what these Ferrari colors are, but this looks badass. Look at this interior. Oh my god, with like gold accents. This is how you spec a A12. This is incredible. Look at that, gold rims to match. Oh, what the hell did they do to this thing? Would not do that to my MC. Shit, check this out. What the hell is that? Yeah, we were looking at my boys M3 right here, and then we just noticed something so crazy on this. How the hell does that even happen? It's like it got scraped off, and then the freaking exhaust pipe is just...
The tip. No, that's the tip.
This is probably the worst shit I've ever seen on a Ferrari. It's burning like the bumper. This shit needs to get replaced like soon. Yeah, this is like the entrance to their new facility, looking pretty rad. Here it is, the EB110. Okay, before we end like this section of the vlog, we finally have the EB10 by itself with no music, looking pretty spectacular. This is the only one I know of. I don't know if there's any other in existence that's all carbon fiber. I've only seen 4 other ones. I've seen a light blue one, a silver one, a white one, and this one right here. And then this one has to be my favorite, with this color combo with like the beige leather interior, all carbon fiber, silver rims. My friend was saying like it'd be really sick if you put carbon fiber rims on this thing too, and I totally agree. Look at that. Alright fellas, we're finally alone with my car. Malibu Auto One's over there. I decided to pull over to the side over here so we're by ourselves. To kind of give you guys an overview, I got this around in June. When I got it, it had 40,000 miles, and now the beginning of September right now, and it has 8,000 miles on it, like added on top of that, so 48,000 miles on this thing. Freaking, that's a ton of miles. I've been driving it like crazy, 100 miles a day, and then on the weekends sometimes I go to like crazy car meets or whatever, you know. If you've been watching the vlogs, I've been going pretty much everywhere. So in the beginning, this car wasn't that amazing to drive though. So if you've been following the journey with this car, like everything I've fixed, so this tire used to be a different tire. It used to be kind of like an old 2013 tire. It was like a P0 Narrow, which they didn't make anymore. And then now I made it match with the front left one. So now it like, you know, after I changed that, it drove a lot better. It wasn't like, it was pretty scary like hitting a bump on the freeway, because every time I did, basically like the car would just get all squirrely like that. It was not fun. I didn't know that like going in and buying the car, because I didn't take it on the freeway or anything. Like low speeds it was fine, but higher speeds like, you can really feel it. But when I changed the tire, it got a lot better. And the next thing on the list was change the bushings. So thank God for GI, because they checked the whole car out, and then they found the differential leak. The oil pan in the center looked fucking disgusting, but I'm gonna fix that at a later time. And then now what's left is just to get this rim corrected. It's not completely circular, just with all those other fixes. This car drives like a dream now. I mean, I still feel like it's a little bit lopsided because of this rim, but for the most part, this car drives amazing. It's a heavy car, but it's a very, very comfortable to drive. With the MCs, they have one set suspension system, so it does ride harder than the regular GTs. It is like supercar stiff. It's not like Aventador, like Lamborghini Aventador stiff, but it is like more like a Ferrari 488 stiff. Because I've driven both of them, and yeah, the Aventador is pretty damn stiff, like hitting over any bump you feel. But the 488 is a little bit softer, and that's kind of like what this is. This is made to be a Grand Tourer. It's amazing for long journeys. You get like, if you drive really good, it's like 28 miles per gallon, which is insane. That's the highest I've ever gotten. Typically it's like 25 if I try, but not like super try. And then when I mess around, it's more like 14 miles per gallon. What I've been averaging in the city is around 18 miles per gallon, like when I take it to work and stuff like that, which is actually not that bad for what you're essentially getting. It's Ferrari derived V8. Yeah, for a V8, that's actually not that bad for mileage wise. And as a daily driver, it does get quite a bit of attention, but not unwanted attention. It's like enough attention where people appreciate the car when they see it, but not where like they're trying to take pictures of it and like getting in the way. But you do occasionally get some people who kind of drive stupid around you, like, you know, they're either trying to race you. You won't know how it is to drive a supercar like around other people until you actually drive one, and people do tend to drive a little bit more stupid. But I've gotten used to this, and you know, I kind of treat it as like a daily car. If I didn't get this for 40K and it wasn't as like kind of like messed up as it was, I would probably treat this thing like a princess. But you know, since it was 40K and it's kind of messed up, I'm pretty grateful for that, because then I can take it in like these rough situations and not feel bad about it. The other day we did take it into like one of those machine car washes. The car, like if you can tell, like if you can see the paint, it's already pretty messed up. So like there's like a scuff right here, another scuff right there, and that all, you know, that was already originally there when I bought the car, so I don't feel too bad. We're gonna take this on some crazy ass journey, so stay tuned for that, but we are gonna wrap it. But as far as the daily driver goes, like you can definitely daily this car. I don't see any reason why you couldn't. It's not inconvenient at all to like park it anywhere or take it to places. You don't get unwanted attention. You just get the right amount of attention. If there was one gripe about daily driving this thing, is that I can't really think of anything. It's super comfortable, especially with these like comfort style seats. Oh yeah, if anything, this car does not come with a backup camera. The backup camera on mine was aftermarket, which is so rad. Yeah, so whoever had this last put an aftermarket camera right there, if you guys can see that. And thank God they did, because it's really hard backing this thing up and knowing like how far you can go. It does have sensors, but yeah. In the front though, it doesn't. So that's the only thing. It's like, because like this hood goes on forever. You don't really know where, like, if you're, you know, when you're parking it, you're gonna hit the wall or something. So that's the, I guess that's the only thing. It's just a long car, so it is just kind of hard to what do you call this, park it sometimes. But yeah, super comfortable. Love this thing to death. I don't see why anyone wouldn't want to daily drive this thing, like, honestly. But anyways guys, that's all for today. Let me know in the comments below if there's anything else you want to know about this car, like anything specific. You can't think of anything specific now. It's just a really comfortable grand tour, and that's essentially what you want on a daily. And then when you want to drive fast or take in the corners, you can do that as well. It's just, if you take it in the mountains, you do feel the weight of the car, 4,700 pounds. So yeah, just keep that in mind. But the sound, amazing. Yeah, so thank you guys for watching this episode. We're driving right now to get some gas and some boba. You know how it is on this channel. So yeah, this car is absolutely amazing to drive on like super long journeys, and then for work and in traffic, it's great too, because I can just pop this in automatic when I need to, and it, you know, it's not like jerky or anything, and it's only pretty jerky like if I try to like shift it on myself or put it in sport mode. And then when I want to make it quiet, that's it. Just press sport mode, take it out of sport, and then it drives like a super quiet car. You won't even know it's there, especially like if there's cops around, and you know, I don't want anybody to hear, I don't want the cops to hear me or anything. It's absolutely perfect. The car is completely stock. I do plan on probably making some mods in the future on this thing, but only like, you know, definitely further in the future right now, especially since like I'm doing all these fixes to the car. I'm trying to bring it back to its original glory. So 48,000 miles, it does need a service, but so we're gonna do an oil change soon on this thing also. So thank you guys for watching this episode. Freaking love this car. I hope you guys love it as well. But yeah, freaking insane deal. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.